tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Ralph Wilson Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it's first down, Buffalo. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game.
You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense. And they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when they're deceptive that way and they create that space for him, look out. And he turned into a heck of a play.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 55 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
On second down, Ingram. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Now Breeze on third down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Surveying the field. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
This is McCoy. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Now that's the kind of play that just warms the heart of a former safety. When they call your number on a blitz, you're either going to wreak havoc at the quarterback or spill a running play, and that's exactly what happened there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Taylor, and he's got his man in stride, complete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Red zone opportunity. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You almost hear the wheels turning all the way up here. Do I go out of bounds? Do I put my head down, try and gain additional yardage? In this situation, I probably would have put my head down and just tried to get upfield. Going out of bounds did them no good, and they lost additional yardage.
Watkins alone on the left side. On second down, here's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. So on fourth down, here comes a field goal unit for the Bills, led by Dan Carpenter. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting...
He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. Breeze to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Cooks showed his electricity this past Sunday against Oakland. Had 2 touchdowns, including a 98-yard reception. He caught it. Sean Smith was on his tail, but he took off, did Cooks, and he was gone for the end zone.
It's a franchise record. What an amazing play. I remember meeting Brandon Cooks when he was coming out of college, and you know what I was struck by most of all? The seriousness of him. He wanted to be a pro. He was studying professional tape, the best receivers in the game, while he was in college at Oregon State, and it's paid off in a big way. A mature, level-headed, dynamic player.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcel Darius able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now on fourth down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. Hopefully for Will Lutz, he's putting that 61-yarder behind him that he missed as time expired this past Sunday. He had the leg on that kick, but wide to the right.
They put him in a tough spot, 61 yards. That's not supposed to be a make anyway. And yet, as you noted, he had the distance, just didn't knock it through the post. So I think he'll shrug it off pretty easily. Tough debut for him, but he's got plenty of season left to move forward.
He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Flex round.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Flex round. Check 4.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Bird. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. They're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. In motion right is Thomas. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down. Third down now following the completed pass. They run with Spiller. Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go. Black round. Ohio.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Bills a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Another pistol look here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jonathan Williams, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and bunch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Switching gears here for a second, partner. A lot of nail-biters on Sunday around the league. In fact, a lot of the road teams were able to come out victorious.
So much for protecting home field advantage, which every team preaches about. Win all your home games. That gives you a great chance to get to the playoffs. Think about it this way. Oakland over New Orleans, one of the better games of Sunday. How about Cincinnati going to the Jets and winning? That's a big win for the Bengals. The Giants at Dallas. Detroit at Indianapolis. A lot of people are picking Indy to win the AFC South. And one of the trendier picks to make the playoffs, Jacksonville, they gave it a valiant effort, but Green Bay came in and beat them. And just think how close we were to getting some others. Carolina at Denver, Miami at Seattle, and San Diego, maybe the biggest surprise of the day, how well they played against Kansas City.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adolphus Washington in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, here's Breeze. Finding time. He gets it to Cooks. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jonathan Williams, 97 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that's only the third time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it, so you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research, the other two, 2014 Lamar Miller, the other
I know the other one.
Okay.
That's 1939, Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Breeze now.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze, gotta have this one. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 7 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Breeze. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Breeze now on 1st down. Stays, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time. Breeze hooking up with Cooks. 58 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try try the onside kick. Can't fault him for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Taylor going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Taylor, he's got time. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And I got to tell you, I've never coached, but if I'm a coach here, what do you say to your team after a loss this deflating?
After a loss like that, the less the better. Just get in the locker room, tell them that you care about them, and you'll see them at work come Monday. But boy, oh boy, you got to find a way to let this one go fast.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.